You have to be 100% focused before you turn that corner and look at the ramp.
I'm Dan Whitby, and I'm part of the Bolddog freestyle team, along with Arran Powley and Samson Eaton. We've been going for about 13 years now, as like the three of us. But myself and Samson, we joined 13 years ago, and then Arran 10 years ago, so we should be good by now.
So I raced through till I was about 17, like won a few of our local championships and stuff like that. And I used to race with Dan and Samson, mainly with Samson. I pipped him more times than he pipped me, so in your face, Samson.
I don't want to go to jail.
Who's going to jail?
I've had motorcycles since I was 4 years old. The coolest thing to me about racing motocross was the jumps, and you always want to jump bigger, or you always want to take a hand off or whatnot. And the next ultimate thing to that is freestyle motocross. So I was very, very lucky to be given an opportunity when I was 15.
It's a great kind of formula, really, because we all push one another, and it just, yeah, kind of gets a bit scary at times, but definitely helps elevate our riding for sure. Bolddog started about 20 years ago with a gentleman called Andy Godbold, hence the anagram of the name Bolldog Godbold. Yeah, he started the team, and then I got fortunate enough to meet him, brought into the team, and kind of worked my way through, proved myself, you know, to have some value, and then we've been together. Everyone kind of looks at a freestyle setup, and they kind of wonder whether we just eye it up or how it works, but everything is, you know, is very calculated. We jump a 21-metre gap, 21 metres from the point of takeoff to what we call the sweet spot, basically where the curve ends on the large landing system. And, you know, you will fail a lot. You hear, like, inspirational people talk about you've got to fail 100 times before you might succeed a few, you know. I failed a lot, and now, touch wood, they spin pretty good.
So I broke my femur this year, the 26th of January. Just a jump. It was just a whip, a jump that I do every time I get on my bike, and just something went wrong, and I landed wrong, and I slid off, hit the floor, rolled over, and I tried to get up, and it felt like my feet were tangled underneath me.
What, you did it without even asking, but can we do it one more time? Let's give it up to Samson Eaton. That's brilliant now, guys.
They rodded my femur, 3 screws. When I got back on my bike for the first time, it took me a good day of, you know, with Dan and Ron's help to, you know, just even get me jumping the landing with a gap pulled right in, not even at full size. Even now, to this day, I'm so conscious of it.
It's inevitable at some point you're going to have a crash, and with what we do, you kind of have to accept that. Yes, well, the risk's worth taking, really. Just get such a good adrenaline rush from doing it. It's so much fun.
Just working out tonight's kind of choreography, how we're going to kind of link in the drifting with the freestyle, so we get more of a show as opposed to elements of freestyle than elements of drift, and we're just going to actually tie it all in together. That should look pretty cool. I think the pressure's good, you know. Like, we often perform best when we're put under a little bit more pressure, because it's funny how when you've got hundreds of people, you know, all waiting for you to do your thing, how that can create a little bit of anxiety. It's got nothing to do with what you're going to do. That definitely creates a little bit of anxiety, shall we say, but if you're clever, you can use that in a positive way.
Mate, smashed it. Winging it was a 1. Told you, right? I was winging it. I think everybody had a good time by the sounds of the boat, lots of cheers and stuff, so yeah, stoked on that. We're out of it. Yeah. Nothing's broken. We can go away pleased.
What will I look back on? I don't really want to think about it ever ending, you know? I'm going to keep the dream alive. just keep going as long as I can. Do you know, the highlight, in all honesty, is probably the fact that I get to travel the world with my two best friends. It's cool, it's pretty cool. I never had any thought that it would go as far as what it has. I feel very, very lucky, very privileged.